Let's take a look at number 4. The price per person of renting a bus varies inversely with the number of people renting the bus. So right there it tells me it's an inverse problem. Let's refresh our memory on how to solve an inverse problem. And then we'll actually solve this one. Actually, this is specifically how to solve variation problems, but it includes how to solve an inverse problem. So, solving variation problems. Our first step, determine the type. You'll have direct, which is typically of the form y is equal to kx. Now, k is a constant that you'll find, a number. You have an inverse, and that's of the form y is equal to k over x. There's a joint variation problem type, which is y is equal to kxz. We have a couple of variables, maybe 2 or 3. And then you have a combo, which is a mix of the above. There is no kind of general way that looks. You just, as you read it, you got to write it down. Now, step 2, pick variables that make sense. X's and Y's don't make sense. Then you want to look for your one example. So look for the one example. Use it to solve for k. And plug k into your formula. And then step 4, find what they really want. So find what they really want. So let's look at this problem. It says the price per person of renting a bus varies inversely with the number of people renting the bus. So first step, determine type. It's an inverse. And that's typically of the form y is equal to k over x. Now, part that it's inverse to will always be in the denominator. K is always on top. Step 2, pick variables that make sense. Now, what the varies is your equals. So the price per person of renting a bus varies is your equals. So P for price. K is always K. That doesn't change. Varies inversely with the number of people renting a bus. Maybe N for the number of people. Step 3, look for your one example. It costs $31. What was that? P was price, yeah. There was $31 per person if 77 people rent a bus. So N is 77. Now we want to solve for k. That's in step 3. Well, we multiply both sides by 77. When I did that, these 77s cancel. And we get k is equal to 31 times 77, 2387. 2387. And then it says, and plug k into the formula. The formula we're talking about is this one we're working with from step 2. So now we got P is equal to 2387 over N. And step 4, find what they really want. They say, how much will it cost per person? So what is P if 91 people rent a bus? So they're telling us that N will be, what did I say? 91? 91. So we plug in 91 for the N, and let's see what that gives us. 2387 divided by 91. And I assume they want it rounded 2 decimal places. $26.23. Let's go see if that's true with the 2 decimal places. 26.23 would be C. Let's double check that. So 4 is C. And that checks.